So we're gonna go ahead and start with the finishing. Now, I wanted a little drive and dunk on this build. So once you cut into the goal, you'll be able to dunk. So we did take that to an 80. The driving layup went to a 62 on its own, and the close shot we're gonna leave right there to 60. Standing dunk is very important, so we're gonna take that to a 45. Post control went up to a 40 on its own, so we're gonna take that up. Now we go over to the physicals. Now I've been messing around with well, I've been testing like having higher agility, and higher agility is important for a lockdown, okay, or equal. You know, it don't have to be higher, but you know, 85. I'm gonna do 85 and 85. Okay. Now, if you can get this agility to a 90, which you can get it to a 90, get it to a 90. Okay, that's very important. Like on my lockdown, I got a 90 agility with 85 speed, and you can tell the difference on defense with that 85 with that 90 agility, because it's very important when you're playing defense, you know, going left and right and stuff like that, when you're going against those people that like to, what you call it, the crab dribble. Like I've been running into a lot of people like that, man. They crab you to death, and they just try to spam it left and right. Like they curve slide and they crab dribble. Like they can't do nothing else, and they wait for 2K to give them the animation, and then they shoot the shot. You know what I'm saying? Because lately I've been paying attention to it. Like when they do the crab move and you try to jump, they don't let you jump. The crab move frees you, and they shoot the ball and then they let you jump after they shoot it. You know, that's just what I noticed lately, and it's not cool, but you know, you gotta be in the right position. Like you can't be behind them or beside them. Like you gotta try to stay in front of them, because if they crab you, they're gonna do it while you're behind them or beside them, so they can go ahead and shoot it. And the center's just standing right there. You know, like it's so much traffic and they don't even lose the ball. But I'll make another video talking about that stuff because it's a lot. Okay, so we got an 85 on the strength, and we have a 70 on the vertical. Right now, as you can see, we do get posterized, we do get area wizards, so we cool with all that, you know. But the main thing is the defense, and we'll get to that here in a second. But the three-point shot is an 85, so you can shoot lights out with this build. You don't need high three-point shooting this year. 85 should be able to get the job done. You got limitless range, you got shifted shooters, set shot specialist on silver, dead eye on silver, so you should be good. Free throw, we just bumped it to a 66 because we try to get as much as we can out of this build, and you should be able to make free throws with that. So the mid-range shot is low. That's the only thing I think is low on this build when it comes to offense or whatever. You know, 75 mid is low, but I still think you good. You know, just spot up and shoot threes. Simple as that. Now the playmaking. Now it was somebody on TikTok with like, oh, no playmaking on the lockdown. I mean, no playmaking on the build is crazy. And I was like, man, you don't have to have playmaking on every build. You know, everybody don't want to dribble. Everybody don't want to pass. So you have to think about that. And I create builds, so I make builds with passing, without passing, with ball handle, without ball handle, with speed ball, without speed ball. So it's just, you know, the video that you saw. You feel me? So we do have a 87 passing on this build. You don't see that often on a lockdown, you know, to have 87 passing. Excuse me. And I really think this build is equipped to play the point. Man. Excuse me. Is equipped to play the point guard position too. You have a 77 ball handle and a 75 speed with ball, so you can get your own shot, and you can add some cap breakers to the ball handle to get it up. So I think this build is out of this world when it comes to the versatility. Okay, with the passing, we do get down, we do get versatile, visionary, so that's good. Right now we get to the defense. This is the best part of the build, hands down. Okay, we're not going to touch the interior defense, leave it right there. Perimeter defense, we're going to take that to a 97. Normally I don't come out the gate and do a 97, but a 97 is crazy. Look at all those Hall of Fame badges. Now all you had to do is add 2 cap breakers to get it to a 99, and you'll be out of this world, man. But that 97 does look good, man. Them Hall of Fame badges, and they are worth it, let me tell you that. As far as the steal, we're going to take that to a 91. That's all you need with the steal. I think you're fine with that. With the block, we're going to get that to a 68. Okay, and we get high flying denier. We have that intercepting glove on goal. We have all those Hall of Fame badges on the perimeter defense, so that's good. Now the rest we just throw it on offense rebounding. So that's what we have for this build. Let's get into the shades of. Now, with the shades of on this build, we got Kobe, Jimmy Butler, Doug Christie. I don't know about those shades of, but you know, it is what it is. We have the physical 3&D dime dropper. Did I say that in the beginning? I don't even know if I said that in the beginning about the build. But hey, man, we're gonna get into these cap breakers, and you know, you determine what you want to do with these cap breakers. Now, you have to keep in mind, once you change things on the build, the cap breakers can change, so they kind of tricky. You know, sometimes they give you 20, then sometimes they'll drop down to 19. You know, so you have to pay attention to what you do on your build. So with this build, as you can see, we really don't need cap breakers like need. But if I was to change something, I would change this ball handle. I go to what we get 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. We get 11 cap breakers on the ball handle. So we'll get to 80 with 3. We'll get to 82, 84, 86. We can get all the way to 88. So we need 4 cap breakers on this build that will do us some justice. Okay, so 4 cap breakers and we in the game. Okay, and everything else we'll add 2 to the perimeter defense, get to a 99, and I would add 5 to the steal to get to a 96. So that's 7. That'll be about maybe 10 cap breakers. Yeah, 88. No. I mean, I said 5, 7. No, 11. That'll be about 11 cap breakers to get the build like super crazy. But you know, you can do what you want to do with the cap breakers, and then you have the agility. You can get that to a 90 as well. So you will get a total of, they said, like 20 plus cap breakers. So you know, that's something to think about, you know, when you're making your builds. But I'm out of here, man. Charge.